never a dull moment.
Ready. Quietly. Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Yet that glowing ring may suggest a safe course forward.
A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Let's keep to the shadows. Not a sound. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
No more getting knocked down. That ring's the key.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
No more getting knocked down. That ring's the key.
Not again. I can't get near that gem if I can't see the ring.
This'll be fun. getting knocked down. That ring's the key.
Traps. How considerate. What have we here? A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
In darkness, beauty is equal and wealth unseen.
Over here. Let's prowl. Nice and easy.
Gods, not again! I can't get near that gem if I can't see the ring.
No more getting knocked down. That ring's the key.
A magic lock. No amount of picking will pop that.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever.
Unseen and ready.
I was trying to concentrate.
I've got just what I need.
I feel the weave growing more distant by the moment. We walk Shah's path now. Best we don't spend too long in her shadow.
I'll be delighted. Though, someone else will need to watch the cook pot, of course.
Magical.
So, shall we?
Before you were
Which way to the
this?
nearest library?
There is no before.
So you've always been a bone man.
In a sense.
What a day.
Well, well, well.
Seek and you shall find me.
Let's march.
Keep a blade close.
No one back home will ever believe this. Let's get going. Time to press ahead.
Hey, you. I made it. Easy peasy. You find Mum and Pops? Well, hurry. They gotta be somewhere, and I don't want them worrying. Then I'll teach you to conjure those vines. So, what were you?
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Charmed, I'm sure. Can't give up now.
Can I touch your face?
No.
You're no fun.
No. Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? Very well. Impossible. Thy party is full. As thou desire, choose.
What to do?
I don't get it.
Thou wilt.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
A temple dedicated to Shah. More than a temple, perhaps. A proving ground. This must be where Ketheric Thorm grew his dark-cloaked ranks. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal. No matter how it's been twisted by the shadows, it is still part of Thaniel's essence. It will resemble him somehow, and may show signs of his power. Look for signs of life in the darkness, wildflowers where everything else is dead. The curse cannot subdue the power Thaniel bears. Not entirely. In fact, I think I saw just the sort before, not long after we first came within reach of the Shadow Curse. Fool that I am, I did not grasp their significance at the time. There is a ruin some way outside of Last Light. I caught a glimpse of fresh blooms there, but did not investigate further. I shall mark it upon your map. Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is. So do I. But one duty at a time. It's true, and I can't imagine I helped with that. Sometimes I let the task at hand consume me, and people think I'm obsessed. Trust me, the day I no longer have to talk about the Shadow Curse will be a happy one. What would you like to know? I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. Who's to say? Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened. I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Thaniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector. You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanas as my teacher. And now I have you. It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable. I'm 350 years old. Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes nature needs reminding. Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve. Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape, only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. A she-bear claimed me as her own and did not appreciate being spurned. I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey. Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks. I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected. Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks. Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand, but as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe. Anytime. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose. Druids and Harpers joined together to put a stop to Ketheric Thorm. We marched on Moonrise, and after much fighting, we prevailed. Even in defeat, though, Ketheric turned to Shah. Not long after we sealed him away in his tomb, the Shadow Curse took hold. No one had seen the likes of it before. No one knew how to react. Then it started to claim all those within its reach. Those who had survived the battles now fell to the shadows, became part of the shadows. And worst of all, I lost contact with Thaniel. I wanted to try and find him, but we couldn't stay. We would have all succumbed. When the Archdruid of the Grove, my predecessor, was seized by the curse, I had to lead the survivors to safety. That was my first day as Archdruid. An inauspicious beginning. You are right, but I must not lose focus until everything has been put right. I've wasted too much time already. Years in which nature has suffered. Your ranks are full. You will need to make an opening for me if I'm to follow you. Ready at your side.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
I shall go.
So, what were you before you were this?
There is no.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it. Don't waste a step.
Another bruising setback. Yet that glowing ring may suggest a safe course forward.
enjoy this.
Nothing will stand in my way. Go for the throat. All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Better than nothing.
What now?
At least things have stayed interesting. Very well.
Ready or not, stepping softly. Into my pocket. Quick and quiet.
Don't mind me. Oh, my hand slipped. Time to press ahead. Bet that will fit in my pack.
Hey, good looking.
one stop me yet.
Dead.
I am not a skeleton. I am neither dead nor undead, neither alive nor unliving.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Oakfather preserve you.
I need a quick word.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
This vessel is at thy disposal. Do what thou wilt. This soul remembers its invective, but remembers not its tongue.
Though spoken with a different voice, you recognize the eloquent drawl of Withers, the wraith that summoned the hireling.
They are but echoes. They recall not a manner of speech. Thus I lent them my rhetoric. Because you needed to speak to it. Because it feels correct, fitting. These souls clawed their way back from the fugue plane for vengeance. The art of violence is one memory not lost to them, I assure you. Now, let us return to the fray.
good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep. Just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you.
Volo carefully holds one of your eyes open and begins to prod uncertainly with the needle.
Don't fidget. The needle must slip behind your eye, not through it.
The needle finds the gap between eyeball and socket. Volo frowns and begins to push.
But I nearly have it. As you wish, my friend. When the transformation occurs, I can only hope you are far away from me.
The Gauntlet of Shah. I can't believe it. I can't believe we found the Dark Lady's sacred crucible. Overwhelming. Worship of Lady Shah is usually discreet by nature. Her holy sites have to be modest, well hidden. But that place... I never knew such grandeur had been built in her honor. I know. I can scarcely believe it's real. But I saw it with my own eyes. Felt the polished stone walls raised in Lady Shah's honor. Normally, it would not be for me to pursue becoming a Dark Justiciar without a superior's command. But this is different. My lady wanted me to find this place. I know it. The Gauntlet of Shah is no ordinary temple. It is the highest test of the Dark Lady's faithful, to judge if they are worthy of becoming a Dark Justiciar. The Gauntlet has double meaning. It speaks of the ordeals to be overcome, and of the armor-clad fist of Lady Shah that would embrace the worthy. Survive the crushing gauntlet, and be embraced by the Night Singer at its very core. The old ways were lost over time. Now some claim the rank simply by killing a single saloon knight. But before, they were a true elite. Many would attempt the trials, but few would succeed. Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. There's little we can do about it just now. Maybe a way will present itself in time if Lady Shah wills it.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time I met someone like you. Perhaps I never did. And never will again. I'd join you, but things are looking a tad crowded. You'll need to make room for me. Lead the way, then.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Shah's domain indeed. Despair and discarded memories lurking in every shadow.
Then we know our mission. All roads converge at moonrise. I was 11 when the Councillor spotted and slayed an assassin who stalked father from the shadows. I was 13 when she brought word of a goblin warband advancing on Rivington. Her keen scouting saved 100 lives that day. The Councillor's loyalty to my father is beyond question. She's as steady as Tyr's heartbeat, as upstanding as the Sword Mountains. Father's at Moonrise Towers, and we need to save him. We can't and we won't. The shadows be damned.
Seems simple enough.
Something in the air down here. It's like this place wants to be forgotten.
This temple certainly is grand. Well, it's a rundown bearing the weight of centuries sort of grand, which is my favorite kind, incidentally. I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us. Am I not the very definition of careful?
Something good here, I hope. Let's move.
Shak Vernash do. I thought I'd seen the whole of you. Mighty as Tiamat's dragons, monumental as the one in the void. But now, I see more in you still. You are iron and steel, yes. But you are also silk and satin. Soon, I would know you again. Not to claw you, but to caress you. Not to be burned in your heat, but to be bathed in your warmth. As have I. Truthfully, it took more courage to ask for a soft touch than it would to meet the gaze of the ninefold dragon. Thus far I've taunted you, devoured you, battled you. Now, I want more than anything to soothe you.
I do like it down here. It's nice. Homey.
This is a dedication to my goddess's power and dark beauty. Homey is not the first word that comes to mind.
Feed your bodies and rest your minds. Lady Shah needs her warriors strong and ready.
Unworthy. Unworthy to walk among friendly bones. Leave! Talking of you, intruder, invader, unworthy one. These halls are not for you.
Do, thanks. Soldier?
No time to rest.
We outnumber you. Leave me be. Unworthy of dark cloak. Unworthy of dark fur. Unworthy.
There's something strange about the vermin in this place. Can't put my finger on what, though.
The rat isn't merely territorial, it's proud. This place means a great deal to it.
We've always been here. It's ours. We watch over it. You do not belong.
Unwelcoming vermin aside, we need to explore this place.
Leave. Away. My nest. My dark.
One day I'll catch a break.